Have made it into the NFL playoffs for the first time in 18 long years.
Going deep, and he's got Braylon Edwards. Oh, he dropped the ball. An NFL high 12th dropped pass.
You suck, you jackass.
Colin Sexton has the Cavs' last 17 points, looking for 20. Oh, my!
You're tuning into the We Like Sports podcast with Austin, Keith, Payton, and Riggs. Make sure to stay tuned for your latest sports news on the We Like Sports podcast.
Ropes in my nose. I don't want to play no more.
Why don't you shut the hell up?
Welcome to the We Like Sports podcast with the main host, Keith, the co-host, Payton, and the new dude, Pat.
And don't forget, too, we also have Stephen R. live via Zoom. Stephen R. So
how you guys doing today? I'm sorry you caught me coming out of one of my many rooms in this luxury place that I'm staying at for the time being. And I want to say thank you, everybody, for having me on the We Like Sports podcast. And I got some updates and infos on where your boy has been at the last few weeks.
Okay, awesome. So where are you staying at, though? Like, what's been going on, Stephen R? Last week, we knew that you were down at the draft. That's why you couldn't make it in. So
I was down at the draft, and I was almost thrown in the cold, chivalrous Lake Erie. And I'm going to tell you why I was almost thrown in Lake Erie. Because it was when the Buffalo Bills went to make their pick in the first round. Your boy, Stephen R., I got a little crazy. I looked at Susie Colbert, and I said, Susie, the Bills Mafia ain't crap. I think the Bills Mafia should be picking first because they had such an embarrassing season. They couldn't even get past the defending champs at that, and they had all that hype on them. And I had a couple of Buffalo big booty babes try to take your man and throw him inside Lake Erie. Your girl, Susie Colbert, she said, stop. The commissioner of the National Football League, Mr. Goodale, said stop. Bernie Kosar, Cleveland's own greatest legend, said, don't pick my man Stephen R. like that. So you know what that crowd did? They put your man down. And when they put your man down, I had to apologize, and I was embarrassed. And I apologize to the Bills Mafia, and I apologize to those thick-thighs women who tried to throw me into the Lake Erie River.
Women.
Did you jump through a table?
No, I didn't get jumped through no table. They wanted to give me one of the wrestling moves and stuff like that, but your boy wasn't feeling it at the moment. But I think the Cleveland Browns did stupiferous in the NFL draft, and I think you're doing great. Your man was trying to get media coverage down there, but I can't only do so much with my cell phone.
I understand. You only have a cell phone?
Is it an Obama phone?
I couldn't bring my entourage with me.
Your
because
entourage? Is that your equipment?
They didn't have the credentials.
What?
You know, when you go out and you need the credentials. Oh, what are you doing here? My crew didn't have them. Your man was the only one that had them. You get me, Jack? So I was the only one that can go in. I had no camera phone. I had no picture, no audio. Phone. It was just me in the streets of Cleveland.
Did you have a flip phone on you?
Man, let me tell you something. I was chilling with your boy Roger Goodell, and he made me pick up the bill when we was eating inside the Marriott Hilton Renaissance Center Hotel. And I said, Mr. Goodell, what the hell you got me paying for this for when you the commish? He said, yeah, you Stephen R., man, I think you owe me a little something because you almost embarrassed yourself and you almost embarrassed my business.
Your business? What's his business?
His businesses.
What's his
business? You know, all the 32 and a half teams in the National Football Fluffy Association League.
Who's the half
Wait,
team?
with the Fluffiest? Did you catch that too?
That's what the F means in the FFL.
I don't care. So there's only one F in
two
NFL.
Fs?
Yeah, what?
What's the second F?
Who's the half a team?
Fun.
But who's the half a team?
Who's the half a team?
The half a team. Look, I'm not going to put any franchises on blast or any
did.
head coaches or anything like that, gentlemen.
No.
But I will let you know that the team is located in the South, in Florida, and they got the first pick in the draft. I consider them half of a damn team.
So is there 31 and a half or 32 and a half?
32 and a half.
So who?
I'm not in the mood to do my fantastic math right now for you, gentlemen, and show you with my diplomas and degrees and things like that, because I'm not trying to flip heads. I'm here to talk sports with my friends. Pat that don't say Jack, Payton, PP Vince, and Keith Moneyman Migra.
What about our producer? It's still the same producer.
Holla at my Betty.
Oh, that's right.
How's that going, by the way, really quick, before we get into sports? If we ever do.
Let me tell you something. Betty, she's been giving me the red line all day.
Like Red Line Radio?
Every time I try to show up to the house, my man Tyler's mother me through a window. Then when I go to leave, he kind of gives me the wink, like, please come back. But you can't do when Betty's there.
How does he give you? How?
Wait, hold on. All I know is that, like, if you ever get the red line, that just means that you can't produce. That's it.
Oh.
That's it.
I mean, he's not wrong.
So you have. so you're having problems.
That's why Betty.
Let's get into some sports, gentlemen.
All right. So how'd you think of the draft?
Let me tell you what the draft, because this is a Cleveland sports, this is mainly an Ohio podcast. I think it was great that the Cleveland Browns was the 26th pick. And you want to know why? Because it shows you had a damn good season. It shows you that you're a good team. When I was down there in the draft, I was hearing Cleveland Browns fans say, we're not used to picking this late. We're not used to picking this late. Well, get over it, Cleveland. You did a damn good time, and you had a damn good year. And your man in Pittsburgh picking the running back in the first round, too. Congratulations for them. But I think Cleveland,
that was a great
picking up
pick.
stuff on that defense, it's going to be nasty. It's going to be mean. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be educated, hard-hitting, and effing clean. The Cleveland Browns, I think they did a great time in that draft, a great moment. And another thing, I believe my man Bill Belichick might finally have his Messiah quarterback.
His what?
And that is my opinion.
His Messiah quarterback?
What's that
He
mean?
might have his Messiah quarterback. Look at the man.
Did you
Chiseled
see him?
jaw,
Did you
blonde
see him
hair,
walking?
ice cold blue eyes. What else could the Pats Nation
Did
really
you
ask
see him
for?
walking to the draft stage?
Excuse me, sir.
Did you see him walking to the draft stage?
I think I was getting ready to be heaved over Lake Erie at that time. But can you elaborate, brother?
He said heaved toad.
Go
what's
look up the
heaved-toed?
video of Mac Jones walking to the draft stage.
Mac Jones.
Who?
Mac Jones.
Matt
I
Jones.
got it. 281-330-8004.
There's like, John, tell you that- There's so many people that don't understand that reference. You definitely dated yourself.
Stephen R., how old are you again?
So there's
Your
no
man
way.
Steven,
Mac,
I'm
Mac
like
Jones is
34th
gonna
and a
be
half
Messiah.
centuries years old.
Why not?
Mac Jones is not a messiah.
You don't think he's the second coming?
No.
I believe in Bill Belichick's eyes. I think he got his man. I won't
You think
sleep
so?
on Bill Belichick. He could probably make this man an S-T-A-R-A, a star.
Didn't last season prove that it wasn't Belichick that did anything? Right? Like, isn't that fair?
I want to Fig Newton's list believe that
Fig
Cam
Newton's-
Newton did not belong in that system, my friend. Do you understand what I'm
Cam
saying?
Newton
I
doesn't belong
believe
in any
Cam Newton
system
only
other than
belongs in
prison.
one system, and that's what Ron Rivera down there in the Carolinas as they keep on pounding, as they say down there. I wish my man Cam Newton all the best, and I wish he'll cut that shit off his hair.
Oh, whoa.
He looks
This
like
is,
the Weeknd.
this is a family show.
You just said he belonged
would-
in prison.
Your man, I'm sorry. I wish he'll cut his hair. I can give him my
What's the
barber,
difference?
or we can send him to Cisco to
You
barber.
don't, you don't
Oh yeah,
know the
send him to
difference
Cisco
between,
to barber.
Yeah, there you go. Cisco to barber. You don't know the difference between shit and prison? Who said that? Who said I just
I'm
said
just saying. You're saying, come on, think about it.
I mean, I am.
Okay.
Prison has nothing to do with like family. Like, there's no. You've never heard like a family show that had prison involved in it. Like, don't go to prison. Don't do prison.
I've never watched a family show that said, "Man, that guy belongs in prison."
Really.
Yeah, name one.
Family Matters.
I've never seen
Fresh
that
Prince
on
of Bel-Air.
SpongeBob.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was the biggest family show ever, and Carlton took a bunch of pills and tried to shoot somebody.
Tried to shoot somebody.
He did. Don't you remember?
He had
that
a
episode?
gun.
did.
He didn't.
He was
try,
in the
he didn't
hospital
try
because
to
Will
shoot
was at the
somebody.
he was at the
No, you're right.
ATM
So
with the
we
bad
just-
Will.
I do know what
played
you're
by my man
talking
Will
about.
Smith.
I just
He was also
realized-
in Men in
'cause
Black.
Will
He was
ended
also in Wild Wild West.
Will
He was
ended
also in I Am Legend. He was also Muhammad Ali motherfucking Lee.
Because Will ended up getting the gun from him.
Right, but did he get a gun because he wanted to use it to paperweight, or did he get it because he wanted to shoot somebody?
He wanted revenge for his cousin, Big Willie from West Philly.
Man, I've definitely missed Stephen R.
I have.
Hey, Stephen R. What's the R stand for again?
Ridiculous.
There it is.
Rockneys.
Rockneys.
What else? Come on.
Recall.
Rambunctious.
Registered.
That one scared me.
Recognition. Rawr.
Recognition. Rawr.
RAR. Forgot about RAR.
You know,
It's been a while.
Tyler said that he sent you a free app builder, so that way the so-called app that on Amazon has been taking forever, but it's a free
When
app.
I was
builder.
when I was downtown, I was trying to publicize and I was trying to communicate with people. I was with the big wigs and the shakers. I was like Mina Kimes from ESPN. Can your man borrow $5 so I can get my app started? She said, ew, no, Stephen R, no, get away from me. So I said, okay, Mina, meow. I'll talk to you later, Gator. And then I asked my man, Big Man Ballin'. I said, Big Man. He said, what, Stephen R? And I said, Big Man, let me borrow 10 for this app. Big Man said, Stephen R, I ain't gonna do that for you. When would you go talk to your man, Max Kellerman? Max Kellerman, he ignored me all that time. Your man, Roger Goodell, kept giving me the runaround.
All right, how about
And
this? How about I'll pay for the app. That way you can build it. Will that be better? Should I give the money to you or Riggs?
I think you should give it to Riggs.
Oh, I'm not gonna. Why would I give it to Riggs?
You're the one asking for money.
Yeah, you're the
Stephen
one
R.
that wants it. Why would I give it to Riggs?
Is Riggs like your handler?
Don't you have some court?
He is
costs
my
to
handler,
settle?
but
Riggs
here's
is
the
a
thing.
fluffer.
You know, give it to me because I can do my own math.
Can you? How many teams are there?
Yes.
All right, so I guess that was what we wanted to draft talk, but I wanted to hit on the
Yeah.
tip-off. No, I wanted to hit on the tip-off because I
Yeah, you
think
wanna
this
hit on the
one,
tip-off.
I really want to hear what Stephen R. has to say, and you guys
hear it.
too,
About what?
about Logan Paul taking on
Oh,
Floyd
okay.
Mayweather and Jake Paul
I'm
calling
ready.
out Dana White.
Yep.
I have no issue with him calling out Dana White. I mean, that is
I-
what
I'm-
it is.
yeah, that's a
he's
smart
just trying.
thing.
He's just trying to get his name out there, which I guess it's the same for Logan fighting Floyd. But it's going to be one of those stupid ass exhibition matches. It's going to end in a draw, just like that bullshit Mike Tyson fight did.
You think
And
you think
bookies are gonna-
Mayweather is gonna let that happen?
That's a good point.
Yeah, dude, Mayweather's
Because Mayweather's
gonna rock.
But
undefeated
well, no,
still
I
too,
don't know.
right?
I don't.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
retired
50 But
undefeated.
I don't know because Mayweather is about money, and
Yeah.
if he could make enough money
You think
to
they
take
can
a draw,
You think so?
Then they could have a rematch and
think
make more
there's-
money.
I think
That's
there's
possible.
at least a conversation there.
I could see that happening. I could see them making a conversation. I see. And
Like
you're
if
right.
Floyd could make $50 million on this fight.
Well, he'd have to be able to read the word 50 million on a check first. which
Remember
he
when
can't,
McGregor
so-
ended up calling
He
him out for
pays-
not even being able
He
to breathe?
pays someone to cash his checks. That's how much money that guy has.
Yeah, but he was in debt.
If
not too
I
long
had
ago.
that much money, I would just pay someone to read for me.
Yeah, but then I
Like,
mean,
what does this say?
50 Cent called him out. He couldn't even read Cat in a Hat. I mean, I get it.
No,
he's
well,
a little
hey,
Do you
Well,
need to
punched,
read though
but
if you're sitting on stacks though?
Yes.
Yeah, I see. There
You-
is
you
like
do
a
need to
certain
read.
level of Peyton. This is coming from you, of course. But there is like a certain level of intelligence that you need just to survive.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
yeah,
like
he
stop
can't-
when a car's coming when he crosses the street.
What if they can't read stop sign? He can't read. He can't read things, man.
Well,
Does
you
he
see
know-
a red light,
Does
like
he-
it's
yeah,
red.
but does he know colors?
I don't know.
Does he
I'm not
know
friends
that
with him.
red means stop?
He doesn't know what red is because he can't read.
But like you assume the guy drives at one point. even if
Imagine
No,
trying to
so.
explain.
You had to how? You have to read to take the driver's
Yeah.
test. That's why, dude. Like you can't listen, dude. Money doesn't make you invincible to the world's problems. You still got to be able to do the basic functions, like
okay.
breathe, drink, read, that
But
kind of thing.
imagine
Eat,
trying
sleep,
to
cheat.
explain read red and red.
Oh, he'd be dead.
Floyd
Dude, it's-
Mayweather.
dude, that's how you win.
that's like explaining that
That's
to
how you
Stephen
get-
R.
Yeah, that's how you beat him. Stephen R. Did he
Stephen R.
freeze?
What's the difference between
There he is.
red, and red?
No, read red and red.
That
dummy.
too.
See, you
The difference
can't-
between what was that again?
Ask Pat.
What?
Pat that doesn't talk.
What is the? I actually feel like I've said quite a bit.
Today you have, yeah.
What is the difference between read, red, and red?
I read a book. I read that book. And I read that stuff again. Now let me elaborate what I feel about Floyd Mayweather and this Logan Jacob Paul or whatever his name is.
Logan Jacob Paul. You just
think
mixed
this
the two of
boy
the
is-
biggest idiots. Go ahead.
Out of his everlasting monkey blonde hair, Brady Bunch looking mind. The man Floyd Mayweather, yeah, I guess he can't read, but you know what the man can read? The man can read if you know how to throw a punch. The man can read if you know how to protect yourself.
He can't
I
read a
think Floyd
telegraph.
Money Mayweather got so much money that the man ain't even got to walk to the damn ring. I believe that. I think someone needs to knock this Mr. Paul guy back on his double snakes and send him back to Ohio, maybe in a farm or maybe working at a BP gas station, because I think the man's out of his feet. I've seen Floyd Money Mayweather in the middle of sparring classes.
The
But I ain't seen him in no GED classes, but I seen him in sparring classes. And that man's got hands for days. When I shake Floyd Mayweather's hands, it feels like baby soft lotion, but with bricks and granite with a little bit of metal, because that's how fast and that's how strong and that's how sharp that man is.
Did
And
he
your
say
boy Stephen R. will be there watching Mr. Paul get knocked on his double snake.
A double snakes. I don't know what that means, but it doesn't really matter because I don't like Floyd and I hate Paul. So
I want to see Floyd knock him out.
I mean, yeah, but you got to take the lesser two evils at this point, and I'm definitely going to take Mayweather over. I just don't think I want to see Paul's career end. Honestly,
Oh,
I
yeah,
want to
same.
see him go anywhere, but I just don't want.
I want
him.
to see him working at a BP gas station.
I would very much love to see him working at a BP gas station.
That's the only place I would go get gas.
Ooh, so Ed in Columbus, I just caught up with the comments. He ended up saying that he gives the Browns a Stephen A+ draft grade. Sorry, Stephen R.
Ooh.
And Bill Walton would say we all belong and fit into a system, the solar system.
Oh, clever,
Is the Earth flat?
clever.
I don't know. Stephen R., is the Earth flat?
Say that again.
Is the Earth flat?
Is the earth flat? Let me tell you something. If the earth's flat, I don't think the earth is flat. I know my Betty's booty's not flat. Ask Tyler. But at the same time, the earth is not flat. And let me tell you why the earth is not flat, Jack. When we are in rotation of the sun and the stars and the curriculums in the sky, do you feel us going this way?
What?
No, you don't feel us going this way. The earth is not flat, Jack. I think your man Kyrie Irving was on a little bit of California hospitality.
Do you
when
feel
he
the
said
earth going
was
this
flat.
way?
Yeah,
I think he is wrong. I don't
Do
think
you feel the Earth
Do you
going
feel
anyway?
the earth is
what a
flat
weak
at
ass
all.
argument.
I know the earth is round.
Okay,
I know the
great.
earth looks like a nice little baseball that my man Parker Pierce
It's
used to be able
called
to
a
throw,
marble.
or Austin, whatever the hell his name is.
Baseballs
the
are
earth is
white.
round.
Does
The
it have
earth is
laces?
proud. The earth is not flat, Jack. Like a
But
flat
wait,
jack.
can you feel? We gotta go back to the original question. Can you feel the Earth going in the rotation that's at now?
And Stephen
I
R.,
can feel
don't
the earth
ask
going into
Riggs about
rotation right now,
rotations
because
either.
I know the man up above. He had got us in a two-seam pitch right now. He got us right in the middle of his knuckleman ball, right here, and he's about to throw us around the sun and say,
His
"Gravitate, baby,
Knuckleman ball?
gravitate." And we too busy gravitating. And guess what? When that big guy threw us into a rotation with that sun couldn't swing. That sun missed. And we went around the sun in California and the West Coast, got all the good weather, and then we got nothing but daylight and nastiness on the East Coast and Midwest. So the man upstairs throwing those knuckleballs towards the sun and that knuckleball can't hit, I'm happy.
What about the South?
I can feel the rotation of the earth.
What about the Southeast? They got good weather.
They have great weather. I don't know what that means.
I think
What
that's
does what mean?
I think we broke you. Whatever the was, or whatever you just
No,
did.
that's just a.
All right, so Ed in Columbus wants to know, because Cleveland was ranked #1 in Ohio for robberies. Cleveland, has Stephen R. ever been robbed?
Cleveland was ranked #1 for robberies.
I guess
At
so.
one time, and
No
the last
way was-
time Ed in Columbus, thank you so
No,
much.
look that
The
up.
last time your boy Stephen R was robbed is when my app was stolen from me on the Amazon Prime Live fantastic wordplay with Stephen R. Smith, and then the
I thought it was
European
fabulous
Mongolian
wordplay.
Somalians. What was that, my friend?
I thought it was fabulous wordplay with Stephen R.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, but I was getting there. The Mongolian, European, Somalian people. That was the European version for that version of the book.
Dude,
You understand what I'm saying?
Baltimore is the #1 robbery rate.
I think he meant.
Of course,
in Ohio.
Baltimore's a
In
robbery
Ohio,
rate because
yeah.
they stole the Browns.
Yeah.
They what?
No,
Baltimore does. They do still. They stole Cleveland Browns and
That
they
was-
took Baltimore Ravens.
That was clever. I'm impressed. That was clever. Good for
those
you.
purple bandit Ray Lewis stealing SOBs. You little stupid
Ray
fly
Lewis?
birdie.
Don't bring
Fly
him into
fly
this.
birdie.
He doesn't need to catch another charge.
Ray Lewis is a murderer.
He is.
What are your
Ray
thoughts
Lewis
on
should have
that?
been born at Cleveland Brown.
Ray Lewis should be in prison.
Yes.
Kid show though, right?
Well,
Money
No,
talks.
it's facts. Yeah, it's facts though. But I'm just going back to the kid show idea from before.
So it's okay when he says it.
Yeah, but mine's a fact. You said Cam Newton should be in prison for what? His hair?
Actually, did you seen it?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I'm not against it.
No, I don't think Cam Newton should be in prison. I was just kidding.
He
So-
looks like he's like trying to look like that.
The weekend.
The
That's what you
weekend.
said
The
earlier.
Super,
Yeah.
yeah, the Super Bowl guy.
So, Stephen R., did you end up ever getting robbed before? You were going into that, but we kind of went off into this whole
I
entire
got robbed from my app. That's what I got robbed. I got robbed from my app.
and that was
They
the only
came and they
time.
took my app. It was supposed to show up at midnight on everybody's cell phone because Amazon Prime Live was supposed to make an app especially for your boy, and it was robbed and it was stolen right from me, right under my nose. Took it right from your boy. Have I ever been robbed on the streets? Well, yes, I have been robbed on the streets, but I was back in the day when I was growing up in New York City. You understand what I'm saying?
That has nothing to do with Cleveland.
When I
You
lived
robbed
in
it.
New York City,
Right, but
when I saw my New York Knickerbockers, I used to get robbed outside of Madison Square Garden
Speaking of the Knicks, they're
frequently.
They're good right
Your
now.
man was getting robbed for ticket stubs. I was getting robbed for Bingo Hall, former New York Knicks player. I got robbed for his shoes.
Yeah.
I believe one time, I think Shaquille O'Neal even robbed me one time.
Stephen R.
No, don't
With-
throw Shaquille.
No,
under the
hold
bus.
on.
He just done
This is
nothing.
coming from the guy that's asking down at the draft if they could, like, if he could hold like $5 or $10 from somebody. Stephen R., have you actually, like, let me flip the question. Have you robbed somebody? Like, I feel
No,
like
brother, I've never robbed anybody. The only time I was accused of robbing somebody, I don't want to sound like a broken record. It was when your man Max Kellerman says I stole chicken paprikash. Allegedly said I stole chicken paprikash.
I think you robbed Riggs of his identity.
Hmm.
You look just like him. Robbed him of his looks.
yeah, where's he been at?
Where
Have
is
you,
Riggs? I haven't
is he
talked to
doing
him.
okay?
It is uncanny.
The last time, look, the brother, he had a bad stomach virus about 2 weeks ago. He had like
Oh.
Covidius 420. That was
Covidius
wrong with
420.
him.
I thought it was
coming out of
Covidius
both
19.
ends. And
Yeah, I'm
he
sick.
said, look at me.
What's Covidius 420?
Well, the
What verse
19
that?
is for some people, but he had the Covidius 420.
And what's that?
So he looked at me dead in my face while I was in his house, and he said, Stephen R., please, can you hold it down for your boy RIGGS for the We Like Sports podcast? I know you're a busy man. I know you're from New York to LA and Bristol, Connecticut for ESPN. Please hold it down. And I said, you want to know what, Riggs? Because I like Keith Money Migra, because I like Pat Don't Talk Say Jack, and because I like Payton PP Vince. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it better than you, Riggs. And then Riggs went to say something, and I muffled his stupid little mouth. And I told him to shut up.
You stole
And
his
now your
speech.
boy's here.
You robbed him. You're a
So
thief.
so ultimately, is Riggs okay?
Go get
Riggs
him.
is okay.
Is he
He's
with
just,
you right
I don't know
now?
where he's at the moment. But the last time I
Oh.
seen him, he was using the bathroom going number 6 or 7.
What's
Number
Covidius
6
420?
What's number 6 or 7?
Yeah,
Covidius 420, it's when you're sick
How
and
do we blow
coming out
past
of both
these things?
ends,
Like,
and
like
it's when you're
nobody wants
sick
an
and it's-
explanation of that.
it's
What
when
the
you're
hell
sick and
is
it's coming
number
out of both
6?
ends and you can't do the 420
So
What?
because you're so sick.
Right, but
Covidius
what?
420.
Okay, but how
It's
do you
not a
go from
Bible
1
verse
and 2
or
to
a
6 and
scripture.
7? What
It-
the hell's 3, 4, and 5?
3, 4, and 5. It's so extreme. It skipped it.
So what is a number 6?
Large fry and a fillet of fish sandwich.
All right. On that note, we're gonna have to take a quick break. Stephen R., take us to break.
Manscaped, promo code sports with the Z. You better shave your balls, and you better be watching the We Like Sports podcast, because when you do, you can also get the Manscaped. Just use the promo code sports with the Z. Ball shaver, ball deodorant, ball lotion. It feels good.
If you're
bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored.
why not play with your balls? Our sponsor today, Manscaped, is here to make sure your balls are smooth while you or your partner are playing with them. Manscaped promotes clean hygiene when it comes to shaving your balls thanks to their Lawnmower 3.0. So a little side note, have you ever cut your balls while shaving them? I have, and that is painful. I would not ever do that again, and I would never shave my balls if it wasn't for Manscaped, because once I started using Manscaped, I no longer had to worry about the bleeding anymore. Also, for any new subscribers, you end up getting replacement blades refilled for your Lawnmower 3.0 trimmer delivered to your door every 3 months, making sure your trimmer always stays fresh and clean. And for a limited time, subscribers get not only 1, but 2 free gifts: the Shed Travel Bag, which is a $39 value, and the high-patented, high-performance, anti-chafing Manscaped Boxer Briefs. This is the perfect package for your perfect package. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code SPORTSWITHAZ at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at Manscaped, and use the code SPORTS. Make playing with your balls the best part of your day. Thanks, Manscaped.
Welcome back to the We Like Sports podcast, where we throw away whole garbage cans.
Yeah, tell that story because your girlfriend brought us donuts.
Apple fritters. These things
Apple
are...
fritters, actually.
Hey, shout out to Maggie's, established in 1959.
Maggie's Donuts.
Not yet a sponsor. I don't care about Maggie. I care about her.
But anyway,
Olivia.
She brings me.
I thought you
I
were
didn't know
going.
if she wanted me to use her name or not on air.
I didn't know if you were going in the trash can thing or not. That's all.
I am.
Okay, go on.
So I asked you to take out a very simple task that even my 7-year-old can do. And I said, hey, you take the trash out, and he proceeded to take my trash can.
After a podcast.
Yeah, it wasn't today. And then threw the whole thing away because you're lazy.
What? No, I wasn't lazy.
That's
you didn't
not-
want to bring it back up.
That's not lazy. That's stupid.
What do you mean I didn't want to bring it back up?
Somebody who throws something in the dumpster doesn't want to bring it back up, jackass.
I went
How hard
to
is
dump
that
it
to
out.
figure out?
Tyler, you were there.
So
So
okay.
what actually happened was screw Keith. So
You did. You threw my garbage can away.
listen, what had happened was
Oh, please explain this.
I went to throw out the trash in the trash can.
Mhm.
I think Stephen R. was there at the time. I'm not sure. But, also, let's bring it back really quick. Pat White, Peyton Vince, Keith Migro, Stephen R. Smith. Anyways, with the trash can situation,
Who the hell were you introducing us to?
viewers.
I think they know who we are.
Well, I mean, they should, but in case if you're a first-time listener on Twitter, you never know.
If they're a first-time listener, they've already stopped. So go.
And if you're listening, try somewhere else. But anyways, the trash can situation. The trash literally just got emptied the day before, and I go to throw it out
What does that have to do with...
because when I would have if I wasn't gonna jump in a trash can to get a trash can. It was the dumpster I would have had to dive into to get a trash can because I went to toss out the trash.
But why did you... how did the trash can end up in the dumpster?
I went to dump it and and the next thing you know, as it was dumping, it just kind of all fell in, including the can.
Like I said, it's not laziness, it's stupidity.
This sounds like a conversation between a New York Jets fan.
How so?
Why?
What do you think about Zach Wilson?
Because it's nothing about trash.
Did you see Zach Wilson?
Zach Wilson, I hope he can make that franchise great again. And let me tell you something about what I've seen in Zach Wilson. I don't know who that little itty bitty Eminem blonde chick that he had with him during the draft, but it seems like when he didn't go first to sunny Jacksonville, that little Eminem blonde chick looked sad that she had to go to Broadway and frigid cold New York City.
It was his
Well,
mom.
guess what, baby? Not everyone can go play in sunny Florida. Your man or your son, whatever you are, because you looked a little too old for his flavor.
It was
Looks like you're gonna be under those Broadway lights.
it was his mom.
Why
That was his mama. Well, guess what, mama? You're not gonna be in Florida. You're gonna be in New York City titty.
They play in New Jersey.
You still closer to New York City titty.
Ask Riggs. He's been in New York before / New Jersey.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, he told us he got robbed there.
He knew it. He caught himself. Wait, what?
Play this back on record for no. Oh, Riggs, buddy, pal, you done effed up. Look, he's moving. Oh man,
What?
you missed it. Maybe everybody else did too. If he missed it, damn.
Dude,
Well, he
I
didn't
thought.
miss it.
You know what? Honestly, what had happened was I'm gonna defend Stephen R. here. He said Riggs had the Covidius 420. Is that contagious, Riggs?
You just
It's a sickness.
No,
man.
it's not Riggs. No,
you-
I hold on. Let me get there. Hold on. Stephen R. You said that Riggs has the Covidius 420, right?
Correct.
Is that contagious, and you possibly are overcoming that?
How is that not contagious?
I don't think. I think it's only contagious if I stay 17 feet away, not 6 feet.
He's not letting you help him,
so
which is even funnier.
It's not COVID. I tell you that.
so.
It's just it's coming out of both ends, and you can't do the 420.
I forgot.
Why would you do that?
what the hell? You want me to kiss it?
Tough guy Keith over here got a tattoo,
I
and
did it.
Peyton just smacked
I
him. in
see
it.
that, and somebody who ain't got tattoos like to touch people's fresh tattoos. It hurts, buddy.
Trust me, I'm
Why
gonna
would you-
know eventually.
Why would you do that?
I forgot. I just went to hit him in the arm. Apparently, it was a little too high
Yeah,
up.
the arm that he just got tattooed.
At least show it off now. At
That
this
shit
point,
hurts.
It's a wahoo.
It's racist.
Oh, I'm waiting for it.
can't have that on here.
Uh-uh.
Stephen R., what are your
That's why I
thoughts on
covered it
Chief
up.
Wahoo?
Look, what I think the thoughts on Chief Wahoo is this. I believe that it's not for some people, and I get that. But I like the legacy, and I like the familiarity in that city when it comes to the Red Chief. Now, I know there are people that grew up and they see the Chief, and that's their home. When people I know live in Cleveland and they see Chief Wahoo, they know that they're home. I think that it is a disgrace that they cannot keep their logo and at least try to change it up and make it appropriate for some people in this cancer culture situation that we're in right now in this world.
Wait a minute. How do you make Chief Wahoo appropriate? This is literally a smiling person
with a red face.
With a red face.
Maybe he's
okay, in this cancelman culture, you gotta
Cancelman?
You gotta please to a certain crowd.
No,
and if you don't want to
have
get
to
rid of the
please to a
Chief, at
certain
least
crowd.
update the man. The
Update
man could
him
look
how?
like the Chicago Blackhawks.
What do you want to do?
logo.
Stand behind a casino? I mean, I don't understand. How do you update it? Who cares?
Look, all it takes is one artist to update it. If the city of Cleveland can have a contest for a new logo, I guarantee the logo will be updated with a Native American man or a woman.
Dude, the whole thing behind Chief Wahoo was it was supposed to even the name, it was supposed to, nobody picks a sports team because you want to make fun of them. That doesn't make any sense. You pick a sports name because you honor the person. Like, no one picked, it doesn't make any sense to me.
If you polled 100 Native
It's just,
Americans,
I understand where you're coming from, McMahon. I really do. It's just we live in
99
such a
of them say it's
sensitivity.
not offensive.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, though. In the sports world, it shouldn't have anything to do with any of this. This is something political. You're caving to literally a very loud minority. That's all you're doing. A bunch of people who are scared and whiny and figured out how to make news.
Yeah,
that's why this is happening.
It's like 1% of 1% of 1% of 1% of 1%.
It's the smallest minority ever. Like, what does it matter? Who cares? Like, the Atlanta Braves. Is that racist?
It's going to be.
Yeah.
The Washington Redskins. How was that racist? Because it had red skin in it?
Yeah.
That's the high school I
That's
went
the
to.
color of their friggin' skin.
Like, no, I know.
How is that racist?
I'm not arguing.
No, I know. But I mean, how? Doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, I got Chief Wahoo.
I hate the world we live in.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
I really do, brothers. I really do too. And it makes me so sad. I guarantee that the word Knickerbocker will be taken away from the Knicks because it's too close to something else. But we're not going to talk about that right now on air, brothers.
You're damn right we're not.
What about the Fighting Irish?
Yeah, that could be racist,
The only
too.
thing is Irish are
That could be racist and stereotypicals.
That's a
Stereotypical.
huge stereotype.
Irish people don't give a damn.
No,
Like,
all they
at
want
all.
to do is drink and fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Fighting
Right.
Irish.
Kinda
Weird.
Fighting
Weird.
Irish. Like the Indians, nothing is bad about Chief Wahoo. So I mean, I got it just because.
So what? The Toronto Blue Jays or the whatever team that they're playing in the United States? What is it?
They're
Buffalo?
playing in Florida.
Florida. The Florida Blue Jays. Sorry, but is that offensive to a Blue Jay? The Red Sox, is that you're literally just taking names and just blaming the offense thing, and
you basically.
why is it people that are it's my age bracket?
Because you're an idiot.
Yeah.
That's why.
100%.
Because we just had a conversation in an office about you not having any idea about politics whatsoever, and this is what happens when you don't know anything about politics. You allow them to come in and change the name over nothing. Like, oh, it's offensive to Indians. No, it's not.
Keith, could you please stop? You're offending me.
I don't care.
I'm just letting you know you're offending me.
I also don't care. See, if we just stuck with that, where we don't care and we just moved on past your little bitchiness, the world would be fine.
All right. Anyways,
See?
All you got to
People
do is
get over it.
All you got to do is ignore it.
Just ignore it. Yeah,
it's not
ignore
that-
it.
What are you taught as a kid? Like, if you get
Nowadays, you're taught that participation trophies
What
are
did
a
you
thing.
guys? Did you guys?
What
see-
about that
not,
trophy in my own?
I mean, we're gonna obviously it's sports, whatever. The video of the woman that got pulled over in Los Angeles.
No, I didn't see that one.
You look it up. She got pulled over and she was using her cell phone while driving. She got pulled over for distracted driving, whatever.
Sure.
And she just kept calling the cop a murderer.
Yeah, see, like
And then
that.
she
that's also that's like Stephen R. I don't know if you remember this, if Riggs told you, but one of our friends ended up doing the same thing. He got pulled over, I'm not going into the details. Things happened, and he's a white male, and he was screaming police brutality as a white male.
Whoever that was is not my friend.
No, absolutely not. They're literally stirring the pot just to stir
Whoever,
the pot.
if you're
It's not
watching,
a friend for me
if you're
anymore.
watching and I know you,
You're an idiot.
you do not talk to me anymore, please. I do not want to be.
Yeah,
We
doesn't
need
make-
segregation in America, but
Yeah.
segregation by belief.
Sure, I'm okay with that. The only thing is we already we went backwards. Like we are starting to segregate ourselves.
Yeah, we
anyways.
started talking sports, and now we're going into this.
Well, it's because we're trying to educate you on things. Because you said you've never dealt with politics before, and I told you that George Washington wasn't the first president, and you got really confused. and tried to
Thomas
figure out who
Jefferson
the
had a
first one.
graphite tooth.
Like that's and then pass it. Come on, man. Like that.
It's been a while, man.
Since you read a book,
I'm reading books now. I'm starting again.
Do you like history?
He doesn't even know what history is.
I mean, like history. Like I wasn't the biggest history buff back in school. Like I'm not.
No. I didn't ask if you were a history
Back in
buff.
school, what are you, 25?
25.
You're 25. That was what?
7 years ago.
Dude, that's
8
a
years
long
ago.
time. It
You
feels
lost-
long.
You lost everything in 7 years? Like you don't know anything about the world we live in today?
Dude, I took 3 years of Spanish in high school, and like I can't communicate. And I should. I should be able to go to the country.
You're trying to compare history with 3 years of Spanish.
Yeah.
Something you're taught from kindergarten, not Spanish, all the way up until you graduate by the grace of God. Somehow you did that.
I did
You're
it.
comparing
I did it,
3
baby.
years to 18?
12.
See, this is what's wrong with the education system right here, man.
No, I mean,
It's
like your mom. No, at 18 you don't have to. Like your parents don't teach.
No,
well,
but there's
maybe
12
you.
years of school is what I'm saying.
Well, right,
Wait, hold
but I
on.
mean, like you're still
Stephen
learning
R.
at 18. I would hope.
Let Stephen R. Stephen R. was
until
going into it.
I'm 30. I'm still learning.
you're always learning. Let me tell you something, and this is a sports story too. I was traveling up and down the road with a man named Oscar Gamble, who played for the Cleveland Indians when I was a little boy. Me and my father and him would take road trips, and Oscar Gamble, being such an intelligent African-American baseball manager player, was just you think the man knows everything because you see him on TV with his big league chew and the tobacco spitting and the running around in the bases of the baseball. You think those guys know everything, professional athletes. But when a professional athlete looks at you in the face as a little boy and asks you for advice on how he can change the world, or how he can make himself better, man, it makes you feel 17 feet tall like I'm the Big Show. You understand what I'm saying? When it takes a good man that plays a sport that still needs some help, brother, it shows you that we are still learning every single day. The picture right behind me is my man Jackie Robinson in the 1950-something World Series, and he's still at home. And I guarantee after that play, my man Jackie 42 was still learning a little bit about himself and about the game that he plays and that he loves so effing much. My man PV, Payton Vince, pay-per-view Vince. You are always learning in this world. You always got to keep your head on the swivel. My man, do you understand what I'm saying? Your man Stephen R. can teach you some SHI stuff. Do you know what I'm saying?
You don't even use words properly. Please don't teach him anything.
But
That's
you
the last
see my
thing
degrees, plaques, and diplomas.
No, we didn't see your grease. What did you say? Grease plaques?
No, he's definitely gotten diplomas.
What does this say? What does this
about
say?
To show another blank piece of paper?
What?
No, I think he's writing this time.
What does this say?
I can't see it.
Dude, that's
To
a
the
blank.
certificate of Stephen Rambunctious Smith the 13th.
Dude,
The
people-
13th. How many
For
fucking
being
people
an
are in your
outstanding
family?
performer, excuse me,
So you're Stephen R. the
for
13th.
being an outstanding performer and merit roll in his class in sports.
Merit
Keep
roll,
up
all
the
right.
good work. Scientology,
Dude, that looks a lot.
2001.
Did you say Scientology?
He did.
That looks a lot like Peyton's broadcasting diploma. Can you show that again? It looks almost identical. It is. Did you steal that from Peyton?
No, I did.
There's
You don't
nothing
see
there.
the words, and you don't see the certificate tit at the bottom.
The what?
The what?
He's a very big fan of that.
The certificate tit.
You need to get laid, bro. You've been using the T word a lot.
New York City
tit-
titty certificate tit.
This is basically just he had to spin the phone. This is basically just a giant Zoom call at this point.
Honestly, yeah.
What?
It's just we haven't seen
This is
Stephen R. in a
I
while.
have so much credentials around here right now, gentlemen. If I'll show you my credentials, I'm afraid the place I'm living in, I will get robbed.
You wanna know what I find odd? When we talked to Riggs, he had that same photo in that same location with the same seats last time he was on here.
So are you at Riggs' house?
You at Riggs's?
Yeah, I'm currently at Riggs' house at the moment. Yes, and
where's
he's
he?
not home, and I broke in.
You broke
You
in? I
broke
thought you
in.
like stay there.
How'd you get in?
I do, but he didn't leave the key for me underneath the welcome mat.
I thought he
So
was
your
going to
man
the
had to
bathroom.
use a window.
You had to use a window.
I thought he was going 6 and 7.
Yeah. You said 6 and 7. Is that why you had to break in?
Yes.
So is he dead?
No, he's not dead. He's in the. I don't know what he's doing right now, but your man is
You
holding.
just said
it
he's
down.
not home.
I don't know where he is. I can't do everything.
I can't do it all, guys.
Yes.
All right, on a serious note, though.
On a serious note?
On a serious note.
On a serious note.
Yes, on a serious note, let's talk about the fact that the title of today's show, Jake Bauers.
Sure.
Let's talk about the fact that last night he ended up. Keith, give the background story from what I heard that was said.
So I've been telling Luplo that he needs to be left at a bus stop for a year now. And he came out swinging, dude. Luplo's good this year. And last night, I was like, man, who sucks on the Indians right now? And everybody's like, Bauers. Bauers sucks. So I'm like, okay, we need to leave Bauers at a bus stop. Dude, I guess these Indians players are terrified of bus stops. And so they just started, I mean,
damn millennials.
The only thing is, who said...
Well, then fuck it. Leave the whole team at the bus stop.
Hey, we're only one game out of first.
No, I know. We did. We took 2 straight, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
2 straight.
Going
You're
for
playing
3.
tonight right now against the Royals and Beavers.
Is tonight
pitching.
for the sweep, or is it 4 again?
It's
4, I do believe.
What is today?
Today is Wednesday.
So
Today is May 5th.
Thursday might be an
Cinco de
off
Mayo.
day, or else it'll because the
Thursday's
capacity
either-
thing is Friday against the Reds.
Yeah, the Reds start 3 games.
But while you're checking that out,
Speaking
Keith,
of, not that people give a fuck. Would you like to go to an Indians game May 31st?
Yes.
May 31st.
Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you guys.
Yes.
Whoever. Yeah, it's a Monday. We can do
I
that.
never not.
I know,
wanna
I'm
go
off
to
What
the
makes
game.
your boy sad and upset
It's
is
a
that the
doubleheader,
NBA right now
so
should
there's a
be
day game.
getting ready to play in some Eastern Conference basketball.
There's one more tomorrow.
Hey, Stephen R., do you want to go to an Indians game if you're going to be around?
Well, I don't. We might not be able to invite too many people because I don't know what they're doing with like the group sizes.
It's 2, 4, and 6.
Stay
right?
tuned. I got your number, Stephen.
It was only 4 last time I checked.
So, anyways, though.
Can I get into the park anymore? I gotta cover this up. I can't wear a tank top. They'll yell at me.
No, your tattoos don't matter.
Oh, they don't.
Nope. Because
Good.
I got.
You got the Wahoo too. We're good to go.
You guys are like best friends.
Shut up.
I mean, we agree on a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
See?
and I think it's safe to say that me and him are both way smarter than you.
But again,
Yeah,
though,
but that's like having
25
That's
in
like having a
experience.
world's tallest midget contest.
Can't say that. That's
not
offensive.
sub- I don't
was
give a
so
fuck.
about to go the other direction. I'm not gonna tell you what I was gonna say. I used to say it all the time. Can't say it anymore. We'll be canceled.
But you say it here.
No, I don't want that for none of us, brothers. I want to uplift us and make this show
It's like-
one of the best sports
Stephen R.
podcast shows that the show I've ever seen. I want this podcast show better than First Take. I want this podcast
It's
show
hard to do.
better than Undisputed with Skip and Shannon Sharp.
Does the Uncle Shay Shay?
It's Uncle Shay.
Does the R stand for Riggs?
Yes, I've always thought that. Literally, I've
Why
always.
why
thought that.
why are you dancing?
What is
or
happening?
Or is he humping the
Are
air?
you doing a TikTok?
Are you sparring?
By
Dancing?
yourself?
I was doing a little bit of everything.
What
I
happened
was
to your
humping,
glasses?
TikToking, and sparring because your man can do it all
Do you wear-
sometimes.
do you wear
Not all the
contacts now?
time.
Do you wear contacts now?
Do I wear condoms? I haven't worn one of those in so long, my brother.
He said contacts.
Oh, contact. Oh, yeah, I have been wearing a little bit of some contacts lately. I
You have
pawned
contacts
off my shades for a little something because I had to take a Uberist lift to a studio one time.
what?
So I had to, give the man my glasses and I autographed them
I
and
think he said
everything.
Oberist.
Sincerely, Stephen R. Smith, and he tuned and he watched the show.
Yeah.
And
So
he was very
okay.
specific.
Absolutely.
I have a question.
Yes.
If you take an Uberist lift, do you have to pay double?
I mean, it's Uber.
Like, do you
No,
pay-
not at all,
do you-
because I am a member of Uberist Lyft.
Yeah, but I thought
They have
you
a
d-
membership?
No, but I thought
that like
wasn't
Costco?
it like 2 weeks
I am
ago
a
that
I
he
am an
said he
Uberist
ditched out?
Lyft
Yeah.
member.
I thought you owed Lyft money.
Yeah,
Here's my Uber. This is the card for Uberist Lyft.
Let me see it. Put it closer to the camera.
What is that, like a Dunkin' Donuts gift card or wrapping paper?
It's wrapping paper. Whose Christmas present didn't you give?
It's an Uberist. It's for the Uberist Lyft.
Open it.
He
When I
wraps
get in the
himself
car,
up in
Bam,
this.
they know who I am. Those are my credentials.
Those are your credentials.
What?
My credentials. Do they know who I am? My
Pre-
credentials.
They're
Have
not
you ever
pre-
been backstage, my friend, or at a backstage at
Prudential's an
a
insurance
baseball
company.
or any type of sporting event, and they want to know who you are? Those are called your credentials.
No, those aren't. Those are credentials. Prudential is a insurance company. Prudential. It's okay. I'm trying to. Oh, no.
Okay, so I guess my diplomas I just showed. I guess I got egg on my face, huh?
Even your phone knows you're full of crap. It's cutting out.
The phone's like, all right, enough of this bullshit.
All right, so Jake Bauers. Going back to Jake Bauers.
You look like a bird trying to find a mate. Like that's what I just imagine. Like that's what parrots do when they try to find mates. You do like that little. You look like an ostrich, I guess. It's a good thing. Yeah, it's good. See, there it is. Look, like he's puffing his feathers. He's a peacock. Fly. You need to fly. I don't know what's happening.
All right, before we go to break, because Stephen R is very, I guess, entertaining would be the decent word to say. Jake Bauers, the last 7 games. We'll talk about this after after this break. Last 7 games, 5 for 12.
Someone just tell him you're gonna call him back.
No, because I'll actually call back.
Jake Bauers got to get it together.
Hey,
What do you mean he's got to get it together?
Hold on, Stephen R. We'll get into this.
Wait a minute.
5 for 12 in the last 7 games. 2 runs scored, 1 double, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, 3 walks, a .417 batting average.
Why are you screaming?
Yeah, why did you get so mad?
Because I wanted him to hold on.
Where's your tattoo?
It's on my ass. Anyways, Stephen R., take us to break.
Mushroom stamps don't count.
Manscaped. Use the promo code SPORTS with the Z. Ball shaver, ball deodorant, ball lotion. Shave your balls.
If you're
Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored.
why not play with your balls? Our sponsor today, Manscaped, is here to make sure your balls are smooth while you or your partner are playing with them. Manscaped promotes clean hygiene when it comes to shaving your balls thanks to their Lawnmower 3.0. So a little side note, have you ever cut your balls while shaving them? I have, and that is painful. I would not ever do that again, and I would never shave my balls if it wasn't for Manscaped, because once I started using Manscaped, I no longer had to worry about the bleeding anymore. Also, for any new subscribers, you end up getting replacement blades refilled for your Lawnmower 3.0 trimmer delivered to your door every 3 months, making sure your trimmer always stays fresh and clean. And for a limited time, subscribers get not only 1, but 2 free gifts: the Shed Travel Bag, which is a $39 value, and the high-patented, high-performance, anti-chafing Manscaped Boxer Briefs. This is the perfect package for your perfect package. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code SPORTSWITHAZ at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at Manscaped, and use the code SPORTS. Make playing with your balls the best part of your day.
Welcome back to the We Like Sports podcast. Oop, he's okay.
Make sure you introduce us.
Oh, that's
because
right.
that matters.
Yeah, my bad for all the what. Oh yeah, we got. Hold on, I want to make sure all 8 people. It is Keith.
We might have
Payton,
like 3 on
Pat.
Facebook.
Oh, and Steven R, who is
The R is for Riggs.
Yeah.
No?
The R is for ridiculous. The R is always ready.
Did you say Arways ready? I swear he said Arways ready. Anyways, though, we were talking about Jake Bauers before we went to break. This guy got ran out of town a month ago, and now within the last 7 games, people actually have a belief, and he's batting second tonight.
And who was always behind him?
Maybe that's like his going away present.
Oh, dude, I love Bauers.
You know how sad that is? Because everybody's going to end up being like, Jake Bauers, I'm going to miss him because he had a good stretch, batted second, and I ran him out of town, but his last attempt, I mean, honestly, though, if this is his last chance, he's proven to keep me longer.
Well, yeah,
that's what you have to
like,
do.
Everybody's still pissed off about Bradley Jr. I mean, that's really what it is. Bauers took over Bradley Jr. Everybody thought,
Just Bobby Bradley. Bradley Jr.'s
or Bobby Bradley. That's right.
Just hit a home run.
But who did?
KC.
Yeah, 1-0, right?
I need under 24 hits, runs, and errors combined.
You'll get it. I think with Bieber on the mound, you'll get it. But yeah, that was it. I stood behind Bauers the whole time.
Well,
Did
hey,
you,
good
though?
for you.
I did.
Really?
Go back and look at the episodes. Remember, I was the only one. Remember when we had the dude that couldn't walk
Okay,
on here?
so I have a question. Did you stood behind Bauers the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Did
I
you
was the
make something
catcher.
hard like the chair?
No.
Okay.
I was the catcher. It didn't work.
And was Jake Bauers the first baseman?
No. He was
Or is he
just-
pitching?
Stop getting fucking hits,
It
man.
was rubber.
It was rubber?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
all right. We're just going to move past
What's
that like we
next?
do with Steven R. stuff.
Because I'm done talking about
Jake
Bauers.
Bauers already? Why not? Why don't you want to talk about Jake Bauers?
because he's terrible.
He is not. What
He's
makes him bad?
bad.
Is Bradley better?
Oh no, I'm not saying he is.
So what
I
do
don't
we
think
do with
Bobby
him?
Bradley's anything.
So what do we do with Bauers? I would be fine optioning him at this point
Well,
for a trade or something, but who's going to take him?
You don't. I guess you don't really have it. What are you going to do at first base? Yu Chang?
No.
But after,
honestly,
but-
after
Wu
Luke-
Chang Clan.
But after last night, you have to get Naylor out of the outfield.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And can we
100%.
Gosh, nailed her.
can we talk about Angel Hernandez?
Yeah.
Sure.
Did you see the update this morning, by the way, for what that call was? He said it was. I guess it was a guess. Like that's what he ended up saying. His
He
exact
said that
quote.
he lost the ball, the one in the outfield,
Yeah.
the fly ball. He said he lost the ball because of the pixelation in the video screen. That's horseshit.
He said
pixelation in the
Yeah.
video screen.
Yeah,
That
he
sounds
said
For
like
a
he lost
professional
the ball.
athlete, the Pat that don't say Jack, you said some stuff that was right, Jack. That is completely horse donkey, and that is boo, boo, boo cocky. You're a professional athlete, man. No excuses, no excuses, no excuses.
He's a
You've
professional.
been doing this since Pee-wee.
He's a professional umpire,
Yeah. Yes. Fact.
not athlete.
Fact.
Still, you're a professional or something. If your boy Stephen R was out there,
Wait a minute.
honestly,
You had
I
no
would be doing
idea
a
who this guy
fantastic
was,
job.
do you? You had no idea who he was talking about, but you tried like hell to fit into the conversation.
it's been a
Da-da-da.
while.
He was.
But Angel Hernandez ended up saying that the blown call from last night, that he basically guessed on it. You're the umpire, and you're saying you basically guessed on a call.
The only
Like,
thing is
there's
that
a lot
just
of the
opens
line.
up.
That was the Jose Ramirez call, right?
Yes.
I didn't watch the game last night, but that was one of the two.
That's the one he said he guessed on, which he was
Right.
clearly safe.
He was just bad. Right. But so was the. I mean, look at the other play that he screwed up.
And
Not
they-
just the home
they-
run one.
And it was weird because, like, Terry Francona was mad about it.
Oh, he's pissed.
But it
Francona.
saved us a run.
It did.
Because Benintendi scores there. if
He did
Hernandez
score,
doesn't put
right.
his- He was just, but he should have been out ultimately.
Yeah, sure. No, and yeah, right. Terry Francona, I think, was just pissed off because all night this guy couldn't do anything
yeah.
right. So I mean,
he's
at some
behind
point in
home
time-
plate tonight too. I'm pretty sure for
Yeah, he
Beavers.
is.
Wait, yeah, he is. But it's just going to
Why?
be bad because they
Why?
don't have anybody else. But this dude, he is. Listen to this. MLB. Listen, I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all, but MLB has been pushing for umpireless calls and strike zones and all this other
robots.
stuff. Robots. Dude, that's why they keep letting this guy do it. He is a front runner for me going, all right, just bring the robots in.
Well, we need it.
Yeah, we need it. It's bad.
He is the sacrificial umpire for the robots to be coming in. And my
He
man
is.
Keith Migra, I believe you're absolutely right on that.
That's right, Steve.
And it's going to take a village just to point somebody out and says that they're doing a bad job. I don't want to see
It
Rosie
takes a
from the
village to
Jetsons
throw an
call
umpire
the
out.
3-2 pitch down the middle.
Yeah.
He said Rosie from the Jetsons calling the 3-2 pitch.
Rosie from the Jetsons, young man. You wouldn't know about that show because it's in the future.
Hey, I know about that show because it's on Boomerang.
What is Boomerang?
One of those
It's a-
cartoons.
yeah, it's a cartoon
One of the
channel.
cartoon channels.
It's like
My
it's-
dog watches it.
Dude, if you tell me one more thing about this dumbass dog and how much you miss him, dude, he was at work. He's like, I think I'm gonna go because
No, I'm like, I'd like to go home, but
I
it makes
miss-
no sense.
Tell him why though. Why would you want to go home?
I miss my dog.
You miss your dog.
Yeah.
That's
my pal.
Didn't you have like half custody of this dog up until? Didn't you just recently win it?
No,
I
she
thought it
gave
was
up in like
shared-
January.
I thought
okay,
you had
so
shared
it
parenting.
was shared custody.
It was
Yeah,
shared
once upon a
parenting.
time.
I want you to think how ridiculous that sounds. You had shared parenting of a dog.
You almost said the frick
I did
word.
because you piss me off sometimes. Like it just makes me mad. You wanted to
You
go
called me
home.
a bitch today because I said I missed my dog. Like, let me
Do you-
miss my dog.
Do you want to end the show early so you can go home?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
good.
want. I don't want your dog to be upset. Does it go ahead? Does it have postpartum? I mean, what happens when it's too far away?
I mean,
Do you hire babysitters?
Separation anxiety.
you never know,
Do
man.
you
I
go
think my
home-
dog has it.
Did you
Stop calling
breastfeed
me.
it?
Stop calling me, damn it.
What?
What?
I'm sorry. I'm listening. I'm intrigued and engaged in the conversation. But your man is getting blown up by freaking Brian Kellerman right now.
Riggs bringing it back to sports. Good for you.
Hey, it's Stephen R, man.
I mean, Stephen R. No, my bad. You're right.
There's a completely difference that you guys aren't seeing, and one day you will see it because one day Stephen R and Riggs are going to be in the same room, believe it or not.
At the same damn time, like the song goes.
Yeah, absolutely. See, Stephen R, you understand it because you know that you're you.
I understand, and I'm on top of the situation.
You are. You're on top of it.
So could we talk about the fact, though, that Corey Kluber won on Sunday? I think he had a 10 strikeout game, but that was his 100th win of his career.
Yeah.
Only 100.
Because he keeping it 100.
He came up late.
Yeah, he was late, but I mean,
was.
even with like that time with the Indians and like obviously,
It was
if,
a- it was
if
like
he
a
was healthy
4-year
with Texas, though,
Yeah, but it was like a 4-year stretch.
I was gonna say, it
He got
wasn't
traded
like-
to Texas because he couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah.
right? It's just hard to believe though because you had that stretch that when he was in Cleveland, he was winning 19 games, 20, 17, whatever. Goes to Texas, doesn't play, and then in New York, of course, New York out of all places is where he wins his 100th game. Well, of course.
Well, sure.
Yeah, but what does it matter? He's been bad this year.
No, I'm just saying
Yeah,
it just
he's
feels
not-
like it's been a longer
Dude,
time
ever since he
just because
shattered
with Corey
his
Kluber
wrist, he hasn't been the same or whatever he
Yeah.
shattered.
against the Marlins
Yeah.
back then.
I mean, granted, he's still the Kluber. I mean, he still showed no pain, no emotion
Yeah,
when that
the
happened.
dude's emotionless.
And he tried to make a play, but like he's just not good. I mean, that's just it's hard for me because I was a Kluber fan. It's hard for me. I'm a Jake Bauers fan, but you guys are right. He's not good. I mean, but we don't have an option, obviously, at what we're going to do with first base.
That's
but
a
we had
great point. I
like
mean,
we had an option with Kluber. Get rid of him. We still have a great bullpen without the guy.
and Clase
oh yeah.
has been good.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
that
He's
dude
been
is
really good.
Fun to fucking watch.
Absolutely.
And I mean,
100%.
you have Karinchak and you have Clase. You have. I said it earlier, and I don't remember where I said it at, but I said you have a combination of the Indians' version of what you had Andrew Miller and Aroldis Chapman with Karinchak and Clase. It could be that
Andrew
good.
Miller and Aroldis Chapman.
In New York, when they ended up going back to back because you're set up
oh.
in 20.
I thought you were talking about in Cleveland. I thought you.
Oh
were,
no,
I thought you were going the route of.
Andrew Miller and Cody Allen.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have that ability that you could be that good of a back end
But
of your
I,
bullpen.
Yeah, I agree to an extent. I don't think either one of those guys will ever be as good as Andrew Miller was that 2016 season.
He was filthy. He
That
was
guy,
filthy. But
like,
with this,
you
with
wanna
the
talk
heat
about
though
it-
that they bring though with
Sure.
Clase and Karinchak,
But
that's the key that I
neither
think.
one of them have a wipeout slider, and Karinchak can't
No.
control his curveball.
Yeah,
No.
you watch what happened when
Yeah.
dude, he couldn't hit it. He couldn't hit the zone at all.
But then you also end up having the Indians' bullpen. The back end of their bullpen is so dangerous because
Look,
I might
that-
even end
yeah.
up throwing Brian Shaw out there once in a while in the seventh inning,
old.
eighth inning. It doesn't matter.
He is old, and it did
Oliver
piss me
Perez
off.
was, and that's
I'm
finally
saying-
when you know
but
his
no,
end
no,
of
no,
the
no.
time.
Well,
but
Oliver Perez got cut because that stupid ass rule with the 3 batter minimum.
3 batter
Yeah.
minimum. Yeah,
Because Oliver Perez is a matchup lefty. That's all he is.
he's a 1 batter pitcher.
Yeah. and they
Shout out to the MLB for that rule change.
They took
bad.
they took one of Tito's greatest weapons away because that guy could match up better than any manager in
Not
the
only
league.
did they take his weapon away, they took away his strategy. That's a
Yeah.
that's a Tito move, dude.
Yeah.
He started all that. Well, I guess Hargrove technically did too, but
yeah,
back
but we
when-
went the human rain delay. But
Yes.
we went into that series or the 2016, and we threw a bullpen game
Oh yeah.
in the ALCS because Tito's just a
He's a
mastermind.
genius. He's a chess player, right?
You
He plays
threw a
chess with-
bullpen game.
Absolutely.
You're talking about the
The
Ryan
rest of the
Merritt game.
people's playing chess. He's playing checkers.
Where he was shaking in his
No.
boots.
The
Yeah.
rest of the people are playing checkers. He's playing chess.
That series made me hate Joey Bautista.
Oh,
yeah.
Joey Bats, Jose Bautista. I did not like him. I did not like Edwin Encarnacion back then too because Jose Bautista was the one that was talking his shit though.
Isn't Edwin Encarnacion like one of the weirdest people? Like, doesn't it look like he just has to fart? Like the guy never has fun. Like I've never seen him smile.
Well,
He hits a home run, carries the parrot around the bases, and it looks like he's holding his cheeks together.
maybe that's just all a leverage situation.
No,
Or
but
in this
he
case, a
always looks
situation.
like
Edwin Encarnacion wasn't that great either. I mean,
No.
honestly.
No,
I
what
think
was
he
his
had a-
impact in
he had
the
a-
Cleveland Indians organization?
he hit a bunch of home runs.
That
but
was
none
it.
of them
More
were
strikeout.
impactful.
He was the welfare version of Jim Thome. Like he was the budget version of Thome.
Yeah, he just didn't play in the field.
Stephen R., what are you thinking?
I'm over here thinking you guys are hitting on some peripheral sprinkle tier ice ideas. Like,
anybody gonna
you
ask what
guys
that
do like a
means?
Rolodex, a
No,
sports
I've been trying to
Rolodex,
get it.
and I just want to rip every piece off and absorb it inside your man like the sponge that he is. Do you
You wanna
understand what I'm
absorb
saying?
a
I'm
sponge
just catching
inside
a fresh
his
air
hand?
right now because the house is getting a little too hot because I'm making a little bit of some chicken nuggets.
You're making chicken.
You want
nuggets?
to put a sponge inside you though?
And something about absorb
To
it like a
absorb
man?
all the spifferific sprinkleton sports you men are talking about. So I need that sponge inside in my heart, in my chest, in my man
That's open
breast.
heart surgery, bro.
What was that first word you said? I can't even pronounce it, but can you
Yes.
describe that?
Sprinkletiferic.
Spickletiferous?
Can you spell that?
Sprinkletiferic.
Yeah,
Spell
can you
it.
spell
Spell
that?
it.
There should be a spelling with Stephen R.
SPRINKLETERIFFICK.
Can you say it again?
Sprinkletiferic.
Okay.
It makes me mad that you don't lose focus. And you can keep
He just-
saying these things over and over again. No matter what we ask you, no matter how many curveballs we throw.
We should ask him to spell it one more time. I bet you it's something different.
Yeah, spell it.
SPRINKLETERIFFIK.
I swear to God, that's the same thing.
I would have to listen back, but if it's
Yeah, I
not,
have
it's
to-
damn close.
Yeah, it just
Listen
makes me-
back. God damn.
He threw a GD in there.
So do we want
Boys,
to?
I'm sorry. I just
Kid show.
It's okay. It is a kid's show.
So do we
come on,
want?
Brian Kellerman.
He's yelling at Brian Kellerman.
Is he calling again?
Brian Kellerman calling me.
Where is he?
He ain't here.
Well, we know that.
That's what I want. He ain't here.
How
Are
do
having
you
a-
know
are having a
Brian Kellerman?
stroke?
How do I know
is-
Brian Kellerman? From broadcasting in school.
You went to
What?
broadcasting in school? You must have went to the
Broadcasting in
same
school is
broadcasting school
it's a
Payton went to.
broadcast school for men. Broadcasting in
Oh,
school.
so you didn't go to the same one Payton went to.
That's Hey. why he's
No,
got,
I was in the Bronx, New
that-
York for
that-
broadcasting.
That's why
school.
he's got.
You were in the-
That's why he's got credentials.
You were in the Bronx for
credentials.
broadcasting school? What did you broadcast? Drive-bys? Like, what? I don't understand.
I broadcasted the Mississippi Mud Hens quadruple A
in the
baseball games
Bronx?
at first.
The Mississippi Mud Hens. You said they were in Buffalo.
Yeah,
like
you
3
said they were in
weeks ago.
Buffalo. Now the Mississippi Mud Hens are in the
Remember I
Bronx.
told y'all they used to share teams?
The
The
share
what?
tents?
They used to share teams.
They share right.
Is
how
he
ma-
saying sardines?
No, he's saying they're share teams. But
So-
if they shared teams, how many cities shared the same team? They wouldn't play anybody.
So we've got the Mississippi.
It was a traveling circus, man. I even watched the Rockford Peaches play while the men were over in the war.
You were in the war?
The Rockford Peaches, the baseball female team.
Oh, I gotcha.
All right. So Ed in Columbus wants to know, since it was recently May the 4th, Stephen, are you a Jedi or Evil Empire guy?
I'm an evil empire guy because I'm from New York and those are the Yankees.
So you're admitting that the Yankees are evil?
Let me call this fool right now because he keeps blowing my stuff up and I tell him I'm on the air.
Who? Brian? Oh shit!
He's
He just beast out.
he dead ass just dipped.
He did.
All right, we'll carry the load until the miscellaneous segment comes back, I guess.
Where
So
the hell
what-
did he
what-
go?
I have no idea what's...
He gone.
That thing said Stephen R. though, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. That did say Stephen R.
That bastard.
The R is for Riggs.
He knew what was coming.
Okay,
So Brian Kellerman's blowing up his shit.
I
but
guarantee you
anyways.
he's just sitting there eating chicken nuggets
Okay,
right now.
so what are we gonna talk about? You want to hear a great story?
I do.
Go
I like,
for it.
I like good stories.
So last night, I'm watching the Cavs,
I'm sorry.
Sorry to hear
and
that.
they're down by 8.
Yeah.
So I hop on and I live bet them, the Suns minus 8.5. A minute later, the Cavs are down by 2. Somehow it goes to overtime, and the Cavs lose overtime like 18-2, and I cover.
Oh, there you go.
I feel like you like...
My Dogecoin is up.
A lot.
Yes.
I know.
I sold at 13 cents.
I ended up putting in...
You sold at 13 cents?
I listen to my buddies.
Your buddy's a moron.
Yeah, I know.
Damn,
Brandon?
I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Go buy now.
Brandon?
It'll dip again.
Well, you know it.
I
it
put in
went,
30 cents, and I'm at $8.
Oh, dude.
You went.
You make
I need
sure
more.
you take her to a nice lobster dinner.
I bought.
With my $8. What's that return on investment, though?
She deserves that.
Are you
like, wait,
talking
wait.
about Bitcoin or Dogecoin?
Dogecoin.
Okay.
I took whatever I had left over on Robinhood
We
and
were
put it in there.
we were at the batting cages one night, and he's like talking to me. He goes, "Man, I've made like $1.50 on Bitcoin."
Yeah, because Cash App
I was
allows
like-
me to
I was
do
like-
that.
I
I'll look
was
it up
like-
right
I was
now.
like,
How do you make $1?
You made $1.50.
Did you have to try real hard to lose money at Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Listen. All right. I've put in. This is a sports podcast. I've put in.
everything podcast.
At this point, yes. We're at $31 I've put in. And with it going up and down, I'm at $31.15. I've
you
made
made it-
15 cents.
Oh my God.
But it's also dipped down, too,
That's
recently.
it. Not even the lobster. You're straight up getting her filet, like filet mignon all the way. God dang it, she's a lucky person. She brings you donuts, and you're about to give her like a half a muffin. I mean,
Half a muffin.
that's right. Yeah, she picked a winner. No, she did. Last time I did this, bad things happened. He really is a good guy. He's trying very, very hard.
I feel like that's a that's
That's a compliment,
Yeah, but it's like a participation trophy.
Can we update the logo?
right?
Yeah, Austin, when are you coming back?
Who?
Yeah, that
Exactly.
guy. We got like 4 more minutes. Did
For
you
what?
guys happen to until the next break?
Oh, okay.
Did you guys happen to see? And Tyler, I believe I sent you this video. It's the most recent one,
Yeah.
but it's the Arena of Heroes for the. It'll be the Sports Center one above that, Tyler. It's the
What?
Arena of Heroes, and it's what they've actually had, like the graphics. Oh, nope, not that one.
What are we?
Oh, we're playing this one.
That'll work.
I'm deaf, but what a fucking play.
That'll work.
Right. The only thing is, like, the headphones are up loud.
By the way, Jake Bauers just flied out the left.
Did he?
Yeah.
Tyler, just because.
So what are we talking about?
So the Arena of Heroes.
I
But
don't
the
even know
glass
what
now
that
play,
is.
the glass now play was pretty good too, and that
That
was
looked
also
like me on the mound.
that quick of a reaction time.
No.
All right, that's
I would
what I
have
thought.
got blown the fuck up. Bring the stretcher.
That's it. That's what I was talking about. The Arena of Heroes. If you
Oh,
see,
this stupid shit the NBA did.
yeah, like well, I just
What
wanted.
are we gonna talk about? How cool it is?
No, I don't. I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts about it because
It's
it's
dumb.
something different that the NBA is trying near the end of the season, kind of like the Cavs signing Anderson Varejao for a 10-day
I
contract.
saw that.
That's a retirement deal. He
Yeah.
just wants to retire a Cav.
And I mean,
Yep,
it's cool
yep.
that it's not just a retirement deal and you end up having. That's it. Like I signed. That's it. He's gonna end up getting some playing time, which is cool because like, hey, 10
He's
days.
the
whatever.
worst flopper ever. He's gonna spend most of his time
Ever.
on his back.
He's
dude.
like a soccer player.
He's like a hooker. He spends the majority of his time on his back with his legs spread, convulsing. I mean, dude, he's not very good. Anderson
That takes the
Varejao is not
nickname
good.
Wild Thing to a completely different level too.
Those
By
are-
the way,
those are two, right? But he's don't ever compare him with the real Wild Thing. Like,
Ricky Vaughn.
yeah,
No,
that's-
they're not even close. If
Right.
I want to get something close with Ricky Vaughn and like want like a dollar store version of him, I'd look at James Karinchak.
a dollar store version.
I mean, honestly, look like that. He throws fast. He wears 99. He has the
You're
same
right.
haircut.
He does.
Let's be honest, James.
Yeah, James. Just come clean.
I
You got
wore-
tiger blood. You're a winner.
I wore my Wild Thing shirt last week. We should have talked about it then.
He's right.
Yeah, we could have done that then. We didn't think about that though.
We don't think about a lot of things.
But going back to that glass now play, since you guys didn't want to talk about their Arena of Heroes, which I guess works out perfectly fine.
It's dumb.
What's the Arena of Heroes? I
The
don't know what it is.
NBA did like superhero themed arenas.
With it all being like your graphics and stuff.
Bam, pow.
Why?
Exactly.
Just something to get attention near the end of the year. I mean, think about it. It's the end of the year.
They probably put BLM somewhere.
Oh, absolutely they did.
But
What's
going
on here?
back to the glass now play, we'll replay it, and this is the snag that you heard.
Looks like me,
Again,
just with longer hair.
and quicker reaction.
No, he's farther away.
Sure.
So he made that play, and then on Sunday he got yelled at by his mother because Kevin Kiermaier was out in center field, made a fabulous catch, and he ended up screaming into his glove. Or he didn't scream into his glove. He left it out in plain sight, and he definitely dropped an MFer in there, and his mom ended up yelling at him that he can't do that on TV.
I mean, she's not wrong.
But, I mean, at the same time, though, they're good plays. I mean, he's a good teammate for backing himself up. Great play right there. I'm surprised he didn't swear there, for example.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, I feel like sometimes baseball players forget that
Is
they're
your
on TV.
dog your cover screen?
Yeah, it's my background.
Oh, come on.
Peyton.
Come on.
What else would I put back there?
Are you shitting me? She just brought donuts.
That's new still. Like, we
That's
just got
fine.
So-
Get your
so-
damn dog off your
so
phone.
Is the screen going to be her or the donuts?
I was talking about the donuts.
Okay.
I mean, no, it's got to be her.
I know.
I hate you guys both. Also, one
Are
more
you
thing.
getting? You're as red as your mic tip.
My tip? Just the tip?
Just the tip.
Why
So-
are you red?
Yeah. What happened?
You guys are making me embarrassed, man.
About
Well, get
what?
rid of the damn dog.
What?
Get rid of the
Tyler,
dog background.
I'm going to smack Keith in his arm again.
I'd rather you have a picture of yourself.
Anything,
That's
dude.
so... I hate that so much.
So do I.
You want to know what I hate? I hate when people call other dogs fur babies, and they they do what you did.
I'm not like, hey, that's my that's my son, for one.
Peyton.
Thank you. I'm just gonna let him handle this one.
Go ahead.
All right,
What's next?
we're going to end up taking it to break. When we get back, I just kind of want to talk about the fact that it seems that the NBA, you could tell that they're taking it up a notch after laying off the gas, because Kevin Porter last Thursday night dropped 50.
Dropped a fitty burger.
Yeah, a former Cleveland Cavalier, Kevin Porter. Jason Tatum dropped 60 points.
Oh,
And the Wizards and Pacers game was 154 and
295
141 in regulation. Why do they allow you to play no defense, or they decide to step up
Well,
offensively near the end of
It
the
has
season?
nothing to do. We're going to talk about this when we get back.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just go ahead.
And hopefully
Shave your
Stephen
balls,
R's done with
motherfucker.
Brian Kellerman. But we'll be back on the We Like Sports podcast. Don't go anywhere. Manscaped, shave your sack. Sports with the Z.
If you're
Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored.
why not play with your balls? Our sponsor today, Manscaped, is here to make sure your balls are smooth while you or your partner are playing with them. Manscaped promotes clean hygiene when it comes to shaving your balls thanks to their Lawnmower 3.0. So a little side note, have you ever cut your balls while shaving them? I have, and that is painful. I would not ever do that again, and I would never shave my balls if it wasn't for Manscaped, because once I started using Manscaped, I no longer had to worry about the bleeding anymore. Also, for any new subscribers, you end up getting replacement blades refilled for your Lawnmower 3.0 trimmer delivered to your door every 3 months, making sure your trimmer always stays fresh and clean. And for a limited time, subscribers get not only one, but 2 free gifts: the Shed Travel Bag, which is a $39 value, and the high-patented, high-performance, anti-chafing Manscaped Boxer Briefs. This is the perfect package for your perfect package. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code SPORTSWITHAZ at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at Manscaped, and use the code SPORTS. Make playing with your balls the best part of your day. Thanks, Manscaped.
Welcome back to Life in the Fast Lane with Keith Meiger and Matt Tift with our special guest Payton, and filling in for Tift, Pat. So
I don't think I look as good.
as Tift?
Yeah.
Or as young.
What do you mean? He's like 12.
Yeah, but he's obviously of age.
He looks like a TikTok guy.
He does.
You know he's. What do you mean he's obviously of age? You could be a NASCAR driver at 16. I found that out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't even need a license to be a NASCAR driver.
What the hell?
Did not know that.
Yeah, no, you don't need a license. You can be
There's
a
got
NASCAR
to be
driver.
some kind of test you have to pass or something.
You're
They
telling
go-
me
they go in a
Floyd
circle.
Mayweather
What kind of
At
non-dizzy
200
test?
miles an hour.
and
Yeah,
they shit
but-
themselves.
No.
In hella traffic.
Tift.
There's a lot of traffic.
I'm-
42 cars.
I'm definitely calling him, and I'm being like, dude, if he could drive NASCAR, he'd be fine in Chicago.
No, not even Chicago. Like New York City. Right? Like that's busier than Chicago, right?
Yeah.
I don't travel often.
If he's okay, never mind. It's okay.
I don't travel often. I defended myself there.
You're right.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
Basketball, like we were talking about before on the way.
Good.
God bless you for doing what you do. No, seriously, like so.
Thanks for helping out the kids.
Yeah.
But anyways, we were talking about the fact that basketball near
Is she
the
a
end.
good stepmom to the dog? Just say, does the old bitch hate that? Like, is she like bringing like treats and she's like, oh shit, like she hates it, doesn't she? Does the old one?
I don't
Just
know.
asking.
I don't know.
Call her and be like, dude, you have any idea who's raising my dog now? Like,
Put him up in the kennel.
dude, your
Yeah, 'cause
your
I'll do
wife,
that.
your ex-wife or whatever who had custody of this dog is gonna come back one day and this dog's gonna do a flip in the air.
Air
And-
bud.
Yeah, dude, and it's gonna suck. She's got to be a better stepmom.
How many text messages do you have this week?
Yeah,
Let's see.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking
46.
Christ.
56 missed calls.
It's the only thing. You're in sales, dumbass.
I'm answering those
You don't have-
calls
How do you know?
since Monday.
Then
I've
why not just get him off of there?
He feels bad.
yeah.
About what?
I just don't like the memories, man.
The memories, the text message.
Can we go
memories?
back to talking sports, Keith?
No, why do I feel like I need to have a father-son talk with you?
Listen, I work for you now. We could do this tomorrow.
No, you work for me. You'll go work tomorrow.
Okay, but we could do this tomorrow after I'm off.
Okay.
See? Basketball.
NBA's garbage.
No, thanks. I mean, that's
NFL?
Really NFL. Yeah, there's
All
really
right.
nothing to talk about the NBA.
Where's Stephen R? So, can we talk about...
He just disappeared.
He did. He got a call from
Brian
Brian
Bellerman.
Brian Bellerman. Yeah, and that was it. He
Okay,
was
what?
gone.
So, on a serious note, I know how much you love that, Tyler.
Anyways,
With Aaron Rodgers, the whole entire situation that comes out on draft day that he doesn't want to be a Packer anymore.
yeah. Would you? Would you want to be a Packer?
Not after they drafted Jordan Love.
Yeah, that's
That's what I'm saying. Would you?
Or
If you
what
were in,
Jordan?
if you were
it
in
was Jordan
Aaron,
Love. You're right.
if you were in Aaron Rodgers' situation, would you think that organization even has the like the remote respect for you?
I
like
heard-
even a bit.
No.
Did you know that in the last 10 years, with their first round pick, they've drafted one offensive player?
Yeah.
And it was Jordan Love.
Right.
Really?
Dude, that's a
Yeah.
big punch in the face. Like, come on.
You
Why
like
would you
they
do
just
that?
they just take the guy for granted because Aaron Rodgers is
do.
great.
He is. And he's not. You can't even say he's an underrated quarterback
No.
because he's not. He's just a
And-
great
and
quarterback.
I just
So,
they do nothing. Like sure they have Devontae Adams, I get it. They have
So they-
Aaron Jones.
Yeah, but
those
so
guys
what?
those guys weren't coming out.
They
as
don't
like,
ha- he
okay,
has
this
zero
is a can't miss
protection.
prospect.
yeah, they're
Right.
not
He's
studs.
got
Yeah.
He's got zero protection no matter where he goes, and it doesn't matter where he goes. He's gonna get hit. Like he wants to be out of there, but that organization has zero respect for him. And damn it, he makes some of the best damn commercials there are. Like, how do you not want to protect that? Just don't get it.
You and your commercials.
That's
man.
how I pick my quarterbacks. I already explained that to you.
Baker does good commercials.
He does.
Speaking
he mows
of
his
which-
own lawn, and then yeah.
Speaking of which, so with Baker Mayfield and Aaron Rodgers, the question has to be asked since
Sure.
If you ask if
No, I'm
Baker
gonna,
Mayfield
because some
is
pe-
as good.
no, would you rather
Yeah,
end up
he's gonna
having a
have to
trade
trade
for
for
Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers
Rodgers.
or Baker Mayfield?
So,
would you rather?
okay,
would
so-
you trade
no,
away
no.
Baker Mayfield?
So if are we talking straight up? You're talking about the Packers call you and say, "Hey, we'll give you Aaron Rodgers for Baker, Mayfield."
Yes.
Or yeah,
Is
or
that-
else
is
their
that the
ESPN
discussion?
ended up having Aaron Rodgers and I think a wide receiver for Baker Mayfield. And no, it was Aaron Rodgers and a cornerback and nothing for Baker Mayfield. I forgot who else
Please
and
say
two
Odell.
picks.
It doesn't. No, it wasn't Odell. No.
But
But
I would. Okay, so if the conversation's Baker Mayfield for Aaron Rodgers straight up, I would make the trade because Aaron
No.
Rodgers makes you the favorite,
no.
the absolute
for what?
favorite.
But he's old. No,
He
no.
just had his best season
So
ever.
you're ring chasing at that point. Why wouldn't you
Fuck
want
yeah, I'm
somebody
ring
to go?
chasing. We
No.
don't have one. We've never been to a Super
So
Bowl.
you're only gonna get one and be done?
Yeah, I
He's
don't
gonna
give
have
a
at least
shit.
2 to 3
No,
years.
you don't
though.
want a one and done. You don't want a
I
one night
do.
stand. You want to lift that Lombardi trophy a little higher next year.
I don't
too?
need to be the Patriots.
We do though. That's
no,
what we want.
Don't.
We want a
I
dynasty.
need to win.
Right, but you don't want to.
I don't-
You want no.
Okay, so let me ask. Oh, okay,
No.
so I'll ask you this question: do you think Baker Mayfield is that guy?
Yes, for our franchise. Do I think he's our franchise quarterback? Yeah, absolutely.
You think that he can
Could he
play
be
at the
better than
level
Aaron
of Aaron
Rodgers?
Rodgers?
He will be.
He-
He'll grow into it. Dude, look at
How
his
much
stats.
money you got in your pocket?
He's already. I don't know. This is about to be real rude to do it on TV.
No, we're not on TV. We're on Facebook.
That's not money.
Yeah.
Wrong
Well,
socket.
it
I
could
got
be.
cigarettes.
If you go to the east side.
I got a cool looking lighter. I got this.
No,
Roll
I
the
said
dead lighter.
money
That's what-
because Baker Mayfield will never be even close to
Sorry,
the level of Aaron Rodgers.
So you don't think so? He's already broken records that haven't. He's
He
literally
broke-
on.
Yeah, he broke a rookie touchdown record.
Not just that, but look at look at his stats leading up to now. Compare those stats with Manning. Compare those stats with Brady. Compare them.
Look at his record.
No, football is not a one-person team sport. That's like saying no.
When you
No,
talk
no,
about
no,
when
no,
you talk
no.
about football,
No,
who gets the win and who gets the loss?
the team.
The quarterback.
That's not fair. That's like saying okay.
They
so you
always talk about a quarterback's record.
But that's the same thing with baseball. You either get a win or a loss. The
Yeah, it's
pitcher
on
gets
the
the win or
pitcher.
the loss. It's not all on the pitcher. The pitcher
well,
can throw.
in baseball, you can get a no decision too.
Yeah, in football, you're not
In
getting
football,
a
you're
no
not
decision.
getting. You can get a tie.
Yeah,
Which
That's a
happens
no
a lot
decision.
more recently too.
That's
which
a
is
no
screwed up.
decision. A tie. That's the damn definition of a no decision. But
they
wait a
should do
minute.
field goal kickoffs.
But
in
yes, I
overtime.
agree with that. I do agree with that. That is.
That was a joke because I think it would
They
be
should do
fucking
that.
terrible.
Why? What's the difference? You're gonna be in a tie. They're changing everything else. Who cares?
Just play until someone wins.
Why don't we do that in baseball then?
We do.
They're trying to get rid of it. Is what
I know.
I'm saying. Like they're
Because
trying to
people
get
aren't
rid of
hitting
that.
people in baseball. That's why everybody. Why is hockey so
How
popular?
the hell do we get back? No,
So-
stop. So you're telling me that it's all on the quarterback? Did it have anything to do with the O line, the D line, the
It does.
cornerbacks, the
No,
wide
it-
receivers, or anything else?
It does.
Okay.
If you're like a genuine football fan,
Okay.
it does.
Right.
But if you're a casual football fan, which is the majority of football fans,
Right, but that doesn't
It's
make me win or
quarterback.
lose. I don't care. That's like saying we got they're the silent minority. Who cares if it's a
No,
casual
that's-
fans? You still need to win. You set up a team to
I
win in
agree.
the long run,
A
not in the
good
short run.
quarterback- A good quarterback can't win without a good offensive line.
Right.
I agree.
That's my point.
So if you put Aaron Rodgers in Cleveland
Yeah,
behind our offensive line, that's very good.
that is very good.
Aaron Rodgers makes you a better team than Baker Mayfield
100%. 100% right now. Yes, he does.
for the next 3 years.
You think Aaron Rodgers is going to last 3 years?
Tom Brady's 44. Well, he will be.
Tom Brady's Tom Brady. There's a big difference there.
Aaron
What's
Rodgers
the difference?
is in the same
Tom
sentence.
Brady-
though as
What's
Tom
the
Brady,
difference?
though.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
Tom Brady literally spit at a dartboard, went to that team, and won a fucking Super Bowl.
Okay.
Has
you
Aaron
might-
Rodgers done that?
He might next year.
He's not.
No,
There's
Aaron
no, you
Rodgers
can't
hasn't
compare-
had the chance to do that.
No, but he's not going to. He literally can't splooge on a board and come up with, like, pick a team. Like, he's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to go to the Lions and win.
Tom
I'm going to
Brady-
go to the Browns and win.
Look at what Tom Brady had in Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Gronkowski showed up somehow.
Antonio Brown.
he
Antonio
pulled them
Brown,
out. Right.
Ronald Jones.
They all
Julian
Leonard
Edelman
Fournette.
might be there next year
That's
too.
not
Tom
gonna
Brady
happen.
hinted at it
Yeah,
by
that's not
saying
gonna
that
Right,
That's not
right.
going to happen.
Belichick was afraid
It's
of
not
him.
going to happen.
I don't think it. Yeah, I think he's right. I don't think there's no reason.
The tight
No,
ends.
there's no way that you should do
Right,
this.
no.
Simpson. Who was they have an
O.J. Simpson.
Okay,
the
but
tight
give
end.
so
Cameron
now
Brate,
we
is he
have
still there?
everything we've had so far, right? We haven't had Baker has not had this type of team, right? This is
He did last
they've
year.
drafted. Yeah, but I mean they drafted some new people.
Defense
Give him a
sucked
chance.
last year.
He-
Defense
sure,
was bad,
absolutely.
yeah. So give him a chance now. Let's see. What if we win the Super Bowl? What if it happens?
I will probably die.
No, don't do that. We like you a little bit.
He
But I
needs,
mean, like,
He
shit
needs someone.
himself, kinda.
He needs someone smart to talk to on Wednesdays.
Hey, you got to remember too. I'm a Steelers fan, so that actually makes sense. You need somebody
That's
smart
just,
to talk to.
Just
Yeah,
ignore him. Even come on, like, dude, your draft stock in her eyes is dropping. Like, you understand that, right? Like,
6th round or 7th? Because Tom Brady was pretty good for a 6th. That's a wink.
that is.
I know how to wink too.
You're gonna win a championship with her. You're gonna go the distance. I think a lot of that's gonna have to do with if you change the pictures on your damn phone. Like at least Tom Brady had a team.
Tom Brady kisses his
She's working
kids
with a
on the
damn.
lips.
Yeah, come on now.
A 13-year-old boy.
What do you do
He
He
kisses his
kisses
sons on the
sons
lips. You
on
don't
the
pay
lips.
attention?
at 13?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Kinda.
That's weird. That's weird.
What's the next topic?
All right. For one, to wrap up the Aaron Rodgers thing, he has so much power that he said that he's seriously considering retirement if he doesn't get
He's gonna
his
go
way.
host Jeopardy.
Yeah, he's
That's what
gonna
he said.
host Jeopardy.
He goes, I'll go host Jeopardy.
I
Fuck
mean,
it.
now he's going to be even better.
Like
He would make
you
a
have
lot
so
of money
much
hosting
like
Jeopardy.
I don't
Hell
give
yeah.
a shit type. I've played my football. That's Aaron Rodgers.
No, it's not that he
attitude
played
right
his football. It's that they're screwing him over.
But
yeah,
the-
he could do something. Like
the
he
other
enjoys
thing-
it, but he wants to be
sure,
successful.
But the
Well,
other thing
anybody
about
does.
Aaron Rodgers that he doesn't have that he's secluded from his family.
Oh, absolutely.
He talks to he doesn't have well, he's engaged now, but he
Right.
doesn't have a wife. He has no kids.
Did
Football
you see
is
him down at the
basically all
Kentucky
he has.
Derby, looking like Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
The horse I took finished second.
Did you finish first?
28-1.
Did you finish first?
Damn.
I always finish first.
Figured.
You gamble on horses too?
Dude, he gambles on everything.
Russian ping pong. I made $700 in 3 days one day.
You're the reason they have those billboards. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800.
There's no such
right
thing.
after he walks out of the casino.
There's
That,
no-
if you win, you don't have a problem.
There's no such thing as a gambling problem.
If you don't, yes.
There's a losing problem.
Oh, that's exact. That's like saying I'm not an alcoholic. I just have a drinking problem.
No, I just like
No,
beer.
you have a sober problem.
I do have a sober problem. You're right. But if you're winning, no. I mean,
Yeah.
there really is no issue there. It's when you start
So
selling
before we get off this,
parts
would you make the trade?
for Ben Roethlisberger.
No, like if that
He'd
was
probably-
my
yeah, he'd
situation.
probably trade the farm.
No, if it was my situation, I had a young quarterback. Like if this was the Steelers,
No,
I would-
just talk
I
about
would-
it as is. If you were the Browns, would
I
you
wouldn't-
make the trade as you presented?
I
it?
wouldn't do it because I would want to start off with a young quarterback. Because don't get me wrong, you're going to get 2 to 3 years with Rodgers, perfect. But I'm putting it in my team's situation, the Steelers' situation. I'm not going to go from Ben Roethlisberger to Aaron Rodgers and give up everybody because they already did that with Minka Fitzpatrick.
We're not giving up everybody.
No, but with this, you're giving
No,
up
but
a
the only
couple
thing-
picks,
the only
and
thing
that
is
first round pick for the Steelers is going to have. They're
only
going to
thing-
have to pick first, and you're going to need somebody like a Mac Jones.
Right,
And I'm not
but you
going to give
can't-
that up
Why would
in
you
the near
need
future.
someone like a
Mac
Mac
Jones?
Jones?
Somebody that falls in the first round late because they're not. I don't think the Steelers will ever be a top 5 team. They're always going to have some guy like they're always.
They're on the verge of being.
You
there.
realize these teams that are a top 5 team, they've had like 1 or 2 wins. I don't see them doing that. Their defense is too
The only
good.
thing is that trade wouldn't make sense to anybody. You're not going to get rid of.
I'm going with a
Roethlisberger to
youthful
get
quarterback
right,
though
so
instead of Aaron
that's-
Rodgers.
so
Bottom line.
Mayfield.
That's why I
Mayfield.
tried to explain.
Keep it to Mayfield. Would you trade Mayfield
Talk about the situation as you
for
presented it.
Rodgers?
That's what I was getting to. That's
Okay.
that's
Okay,
why
you
the
just- you-
Steelers are
yeah, the
going to
only
be
thing is
looking for a
we
young
went down the
quarterback.
same road. You decided to go down the woods, like some weird path down a creek. Like we were just.
Damn it, Connor.
Who's Connor? McGregor?
What's next?
Oh, you're a dick. I just got that reference. Wow.
So Dan Orlovsky says that the Browns are a freaking problem with the new regime after the draft. I mean, obviously he's pointing out the obvious, but how about the fact that it's now at the point for Cleveland Browns fans
Wait,
that
what?
he said that the Browns are going to be a freaking problem.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So now we're at the you guys are at the point
Being
now.
a Browns fan, that could mean 2 different things.
Yeah, I know that confused me for a minute. I meant like they were going to be issues,
Yeah.
or we were going to be issued issues.
All right, are we on the same page now? Page
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
All right, page one.
So, how weird is it though? Because again, look back
crazy.
a couple years ago, Browns were 0-16, 1-15. Fast forward a couple more years, and now you're being a threat to Tom Brady,
You want to know what
to
happened?
Kansas City Chiefs. You got rid
Seriously.
of the cancers on the team.
No,
No.
you got rid of Hugh Jackson.
Yeah, dude. it was
The
Hugh
cancer
Jackson.
on the team. A coach could be a cancer.
You said cancers.
Yeah,
You went from
was
Hugh
just
Like, I don't
Jackson.
think-
You had
I don't
Freddie
think-
Kitchens.
Yeah, but
he wasn't a
sure,
head coach.
No, he was a car dealership owner guy.
Yeah,
He
and
was a
Josh
car
Gordon
salesman.
worked there.
He was like I feel I had to say like
But everything took a
Scott
turn
could've
when
done.
Hugh Jackson got the boot.
yeah, absolutely.
It's just, how's it looking at it? And this is pains me to say it too. Being a Steelers fan,
It's stupid.
I know for a fact though that these games are going to be competitive. Now it's
Oh,
not going to
no,
be.
what-
It's
what-
not going to go into the weeks of
2016.
It's gonna. Yeah, you're right. It's gonna be reversed.
I'm not going to say it's going to be reversed, but
Of
I
course
think
not,
the
'cause you're a
Browns
fan
are
of
going to
them.
finish better than the Steelers.
What
now.
happened to you in your childhood that made you a Steelers fan? Like, what? Something happened.
He
to
had
you.
to be abused.
He did. Did someone hurt your dog? Some Cleveland guy in a Cleveland Browns uniform kicked your dog, and now from that
It was
point,
actually-
I'm
I
a
like the
Steelers
Steelers.
fan.
It was actually Ray Lewis in a Browns jersey.
Or was it Michael Vick? Too soon?
No, that's not too
All
soon.
right, I got to go.
He
I gotta
served
check
his-
on my dog
he
really
served
quick.
his time.
He's
You said Michael
fine.
Vick's nearby?
No, he
not
served his
nearby.
time.
All right, I was scared.
He did serve his time.
But it's just the fact that the tides are turning. Like, being a Steelers
Yeah,
fan.
you're right. Everything's going to be reversed for the next. I'm not going to say as long as it was for the Steelers, but I would say the next
3
3
to
to
5
5,
years.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
absolutely. And it pains me to say it because growing up, when
You were an idiot.
no, all my childhood friends that I went to school with,
We're smarter than you.
I'm gonna end up hearing them talking shit, and I've
Yep.
done my shit talking for years.
Yeah, so sit back and take it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
and
you-
I
no, you
and
have
I
to
mean,
sit
I
back
mean,
and take
you've been around. The Browns were in the playoffs. How did I take it when you guys
Why?
were talking shit? I could take it.
Yeah.
You guys
But
deserved
You
it.
ain't got a
all
choice.
seriousness,
Right.
I have to know why. Because it's not even like you live where I live. Like, I'm outside of Cleveland. You live inside of Cleveland, and you're a Pittsburgh fan. What happened? How did
I
that?
feel like we've been through this before.
If the story must have been that stupid, I don't
We might.
remember.
Well, did we introduce ourselves?
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Payton,
is Pat.
Keith,
Follow. Do you have a Twitter?
Patty
Yeah, but I
Ice
don't know what it
717.
Follow Pat. This guy at Pat.
Is that
He
what it
doesn't know
is?
what it
Yes,
is.
sir.
Twitter. Follow Payton at Payton Vince.
I get on Twitter for gambling purposes. I don't know what my thing is.
It's Patty Ice 717 if you want to give him a follow.
Mhm.
Also,
I've
hit him
never-
up for a good
I'm
time.
never gonna post anything.
You should. That's how you get followers. How you get famous.
I don't.
I mean, you could always post pictures of your dog. I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
that's been the topic of today.
Dogs.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I only have one, so I had to make it relatable to me.
Yeah, okay.
Are you? Never mind.
So I'm not even going to bother going into the Steelers situation of how I'm a fan because we got 5 more minutes left, and we still have to talk about the fact that I
You're
think
an
this
idiot.
is ironic as all hell. Terry Bradshaw says that Aaron Rodgers is coddled. Meanwhile, if you go back to Chuck Noll's funeral, Terry Bradshaw didn't show up because Chuck Noll refused to coddle Terry Bradshaw.
Possibly.
No, that's not that's facts.
It's a
No,
true
but
story.
I mean, like possibly he was coddled. I don't know. You'd have to define coddled.
I mean,
Is he coddled because they're giving him what he wants, so he stays on the team? Is he coddled because they protect him when he's in the pocket? Is he he's not coddled.
no, it's
What the hell makes
actually-
it coddled?
If you think about it, Aaron Rodgers is like the opposite.
Yeah,
They
he's the
do
one,
nothing
They do
for
nothing
him.
for him.
They just expect him to go out there and make.
And make
Tra-
plays and win.
trash
Yeah.
and-
but the fact that it's coming from Terry Bradshaw that didn't show up to his coach's funeral.
That's because Terry Bradshaw literally is a couple. He's a couple colors short of a cram box there. Like he's not right,
yeah,
dude.
he's-
There's something wrong with Bradshaw.
He's not as bad, but getting towards Biden.
yes, truth. That is true.
All right. Do you want to hear about the best take that I've heard so far this week?
Sure.
Colin Coward.
Okay,
Is-
I don't care anymore.
It gets better. I don't care
Have you
either.
ever
trust
listened
me.
to that guy talk? He
Yeah,
talks
he's-
like he has too many teeth in
No,
his
he
mouth.
talks like his mouth's a butthole. Like, do you ever notice that? Just shit comes out constantly. Every time he talks, I just want to punch him. Like, it's bad. I hate him. Go ahead.
So Colin Coward's PR team
Yeah.
claimed that Coward influenced the pick for the 49ers to draft Trey Lance.
Yeah.
A media personality
Mhm.
influenced the fact that, Trey Lance, this guy from North Dakota State.
You don't think
played
that could
against
happen?
nobody. It's Colin Coward. If it was somebody else, maybe, but it's
Dude, he's got like one of the biggest followings if you're outside of Cleveland. He loves everybody outside of Cleveland. He loves you.
yeah, but he gave the Browns an A+ draft grade.
That's because ESPN told him to do that.
Well, he works for Fox.
Or Fox, I mean. Fox told him to do it. Like, come on, dude. He did. Yeah, so he gave
I
him an
just
A+.
can't
rating.
stand him just because it's some dumbass take, and that's even
I mean, that is dumb, but
like Trey Lance. We
But
were talking
that's-
about this last week. Trey Lance, which I don't like the fact he got drafted as early as he did, because where was the competition at North Dakota State?
They played one game last year.
They played one freaking game,
Yeah.
and he got drafted 3rd overall.
Yeah, like dead ass. They
Justin
played-
Fields fell 10.
He went to 11, right? To the
It was 10 or 11.
It was 11, and he went to the
he
Bears.
fell down that far, and Trey Lance played one game.
well, here, but
Had a freshman year in 2020 though as a redshirt
But-
freshman.
but here's the thing:
Good luck on your future.
he can sit.
He can sit.
Well, yeah, but still, like
You like
You
Justin
could sit,
Fields
but the
goes-
competition's still going to be head and shoulders way above what
No,
you got
I
in
agree,
college.
But it's the same thing for Patrick Mahomes. I'm not saying his competition wasn't better than what Trey Lance faced, but Patrick Mahomes played in the Big 12. Go watch the game between Patrick Mahomes and Baker Mayfield.
That was a
they
lot
put
of
up like
touchdowns.
6,000 fucking yards. They don't play defense in the Big 12.
Yeah.
It's defense optional. So I'm not sitting here saying I love the pick of Trey Lance. I would have taken Justin Fields. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you Trey Lance is going to be a failure.
I'm taking it as a failure for him just because of the small school situation.
I really do.
Then you add the fact that you played one game in 2021 and you were a redshirt freshman. and you
Lamar
played
Jackson
against-
went to Louisville.
Yeah,
And you
that's a
could
good point.
for some reason you compared the two last week.
I did. Because we could do it again right now. They both went to shit schools. This one actually makes sense.
Yeah, but you said he ran like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and then we did the 40 times. I remember. I was there. I remember. So, last topic of the day.
Yep.
Tim Tebow contacted the Jacksonville Jaguars because...
So we're talking about God.
Yeah, we're always talking about God.
Okay.
Tebowing.
Which one?
My Lord and Savior, Tim Tebow.
Okay.
But he wants to be a tight end now. Something
He
that
should have done that 10
should have
years
been
ago.
way before Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
You see him play and he changes his
Well,
mind.
well, Tebow's not as athletic as Hill, but Tebow's big-bodied. He could run a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's athletic. He should have switched to tight end as soon as he beat the Steelers in the playoffs.
Mhm.
Like, his next move should have been like, okay, coach, I'm going to catch the ball and not throw it.
And the thing is that it's all a part of the lineage of Urban Meyer, too, because he coached him at Florida.
Yeah.
And now you have... This just fits...
Tebow probably called Urban and said, hey, Herb,
Yeah, you're...
if
Look
you
at
don't
the way
sign
Jacksonville
me at tight
drafted.
end, I'm going to put you on blast and tell everybody that you
About
covered
Aaron
up
Hernandez?
Aaron Hernandez's murder.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, I want to... Think about it. Think about that.
Damn.
Wouldn't that be some shit if Tim Tebow is like, hey, Tebowing, Christian, hey, Urban Meyer, you want a big FU to your face?
That's a big ass conspiracy theorist. He doesn't know shit about it.
Hey,
was
conspiracy
there.
theories. I mean,
Yeah, he didn't. Do
you know what's
anything.
not a conspiracy theory, though, is that Urban Meyer is bringing in...
Tim Tebow.
No, he's bringing in guys from Clemson. That was like his biggest nightmare at Ohio State. You have Trevor Lawrence, which obviously was there.
Travis
They ended up...
Etienne.
Was that the running back?
Mhm.
And then you end up getting Tim Tebow. That you have the lineage there. You're drafting every 6 degrees of Urban Meyer. Who is Chris Leak coming out of retirement to play quarterback behind Trevor Lawrence?
Absolutely.
I mean, I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be
Actually,
interesting to
Aaron
watch.
Hernandez is coming back.
It's going to be interesting. I think he's dead
He's making a comeback.
as a ghost.
Yeah,
Well,
the
I mean-
ghost of Christmas past.
He's right there with Jeffrey Epstein,
Yeah, he has his own island.
who
did
didn't
he
kill himself.
Did he kill himself?
No.
Yeah, I know.
But anyways, though,
Clinton did it.
He said Clinton did it for
Hillary Clinton exactly did
the people who don't hear whispers.
it. Hillary did it.
do you guys have anything else to say? Though we're already at 9:30.
Oh.
And we
See you
already-
next week.
All right, guys. Good night.
Well, I will see you soon. Hey.